Oh, what is this? This is a nice house. Zach's diamonds? I want those. What? Oh! No! No! Oh, no! Let me out. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No. 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 Okay. What's happening, guys? It's Zach here, and if you saw the intro, that took quite a while for me to die. Yeah. But today I will be showing you how to do what you just saw over there with the suffocating and stuff. So, what you'll need for this is some building material, a torch to light things up, a button, a redstone repeater, torch, some redstone, a redstone repeater, a door, a chest, and a sign. And actually, right now I have Tim in the call, so why don't you say hi, Tim? Yeah. Okay, so right now I'm just replacing the floor because right now it's grass. So, this is optional if you want, but I always like to replace the floor. So, let's get started here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make like an iron door, and let me place down some stuff here. I'm sorry if you can hear like background noises and stuff. I can hear it on the Skype call. Okay. So as you can see here, I'm making like a little bit of a room, I guess you could call it, just one wide for the chest. You can make this a legit room if you want, but that would be a little bit harder, so I'm just going to go ahead and cover this up now. Okay, so now you're going to see this. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place your chest down, and I'll fill it with diamonds, even though you don't have to. You really don't have to at all, but I'm going to do it just for now. And if you're wondering what texture pack I'm using, I am using the one I am creating. Yes, I am creating a texture pack. So what you're going to do now, if you know any... Oh, whoops. I forgot to label this. Zach's diamond... Not diamonds. Diamonds. Diamida. Diamonds. Okay, so... Yeah, it's fine. So... Once you have that, and you have it labeled, I like to label everything so people can see, like, oh, he has diamonds in there? I'm totally going to break through. But, if you know redstone a lot, you'll know that buttons don't power anything if they're, like, one block in the middle like this. So if I put a button here, and I press it, it'll open the door. But if I have one here, it won't. And that's the trickery part. You want to trick people into thinking, okay, he probably has some redstone hooked up, or just something like that. So let me actually find where the button is. Okay, the button is right there. So you're going to want to place a block like this right next to the button, and I'm going to light this thing up. I'm sorry if you can't see. I should probably actually sleep. Oh, whoops. I have too many items. I can just set the time today. Okay, so now that you have that, what you're going to want to do... Oh, whoops. I am doing this in a totally wrong order. I am so sorry. Is you're going to make a place where they're going to fall. Preferably right next to the door, because they're going to be pushing the button there. Okay? Yeah, it was storming really bad. So, anyways, you're going to place a sticky piston right here where I dug this out. And this is where they're going to be falling and suffocating. And you're going to place a wood block there. So when it pops out, it just looks like a regular floor. Alright? So now that you have that, you're going to do what I just did here. And you're thinking, okay, well, when you push the button, it's going to activate the piston, not pull it away. That's why you need to make an inverter. An inverter is basically what it does is it takes unlit redstone and makes it lit. and then when you push a button or lever, it makes what should be lit unlit, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So let's go ahead and let's make an inverter. An inverter is made just like this. Oh, whoops. If you saw my other redstone tutorial, you know exactly what an inverter is. Or if you're pretty good with redstone, you know what an inverter is. It's just a block, a redstone torch on the other side. And you have to make sure that the redstone torch is facing the side of where the current is going to. If it's facing the button, it won't work at all. So once you have that, I'm getting some frame lag here. I don't know what the problem is. But you're going to want to dig a hole to your piston. And let me find my piston. Where's my piston? I always have trouble finding this. Why am I getting so much lag? I have this on. Oh my gosh, I do. Let's turn the brightness on. See what happens here. That should help a little bit. Oh my god, I'm still getting some lag. I have a lot of stuff open here. 1 second. Let me close something down. Okay, sorry about that delay. I had to close some things down that I had open. That seems like a lot better frame lag, okay? So now you bring this down, you find a path, and you have to find your piston. And I always have trouble finding this. Let me just locate it really fast. Okay, so it's right here. There's the piston. Oh, and was this my tunnel? Oh my gosh, I dug way too far. Look at that. I'm so derpy. Okay, let's go ahead and patch this up. Okay, so this is your piston right here. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a path up to it. Just like this. Oh my god, I'm still getting a frame lag. What's up with that? It isn't that my computer's slow, because it definitely isn't. And I'm doing this wrong again. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm extremely tired today. I had a really long day. And I'm still doing this wrong. You have to come in from the side like this. So keep it like this. Oh my god, get frame lag. Oh no, frame lag does not help. And you want to bring it in like that. Just like that. And you can cover it up. You can cover up this. You can cover this up any way you want to. But now when you press the button, that inverts, okay? And this is your optional choice. That kills them and stuff. And what I like about this is you get their drops because it suffocates them. So you still get their drops. But this is the part that is optional to you. You want to get those drops, right? You don't want to just kill them. You want to get all their stuff, right? Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to let me press the button and get down here. Okay, so you see how this is like that? Well, you're going to make a room. You're going to want a block that's right here. It makes them suffocate, right? So what you're going to want is... Let me scroll it. Let me select it. Place the torch on. You're going to want a piston and a block just like that. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to locate that piston, which you all know I have a terrible time doing. So excuse me if this takes a long time to find. But, oh no, I broke it. Okay, well let's see here. It has to be in this block, so, and you can put these pistons on whatever side you want. I'm just doing this like this because it's not easiest actually at all, but, okay, here we go. So here's the piston. That actually didn't take long at all. Here's the piston. Now you're going to want to connect your redstone to. And you might need a repeater for what I'm doing here. You may not. I don't know. Depends on how you link things up, but I know I will. So now I would suggest having like a tower. I'm just gonna make a button, a separate button that you can press just for time's sake. But I would recommend having like a tower right there. And when you hear the piston, you know that you're gonna have to do something, and that something. Whoa, hey. Don't lag. Don't lag. Lag is bad, okay? You're going to want to do that. And you're going to want to hook that button up to this piston. And you're actually going to want an inverter here. So let me go ahead and make that. I'll actually, you know what? I'm going to make it right here. I'm going to make it right here. No, I won't. I'm going to make it come to the side, just like this. Okay, and right here is going to be where it is. And like I said, this is not a very hidden model. You can make it in different ways. I do it this way, but as you can see, so whenever you hear this piston click right here, it's going to suffocate you, right? And then once you hear that piston click, you can come over to this one, press this one, walk down into your room. Let me actually dig out a room right here. I'll just make the tunnel to it. Put a torch down. And like I said, I've said this millions of times, this is not a hidden model at all. You can make things much more hidden than this. Okay, so there's your block. So what I would suggest doing is what I did here, is make a room like this. So when they get hit right here, they're going to suffocate, just like this. And then when this block right here goes back, you can collect all their drops, just like this. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so let's go ahead right now, and let's just cover all this up. Because right now, this is pretty unnice looking. Unnice. But let's just cover this up really quickly, not sophisticatedly. Sophisticatedly? I don't even think that's a word. At all. But let's just cover this up. Maybe you can make like a garden or a farm on top of it or something. I don't know, just some ideas there. And you can have a button right there. And maybe you can make the button hidden too. Maybe you can make like a lever that you have to pull to get to the button. Ideas. But there we go. Now it's kind of hidden. And let me go ahead and patch this up. So you see the diamonds, press the button, fall, suffocate, come over here, you hear that, you press this button, you come down here into your room, or whatever you make, and you can actually cover that up too. You come in here, wrong ding deck, and you just get their drops, because what will happen is this piston will retract, the drops will drop down here, and the piston will actually shoot them out to this block right here. And you can actually make something like this to get the drops. And actually, I'm going to make some half slabs here. And ooh, this is something cool. Whenever the drops land on a block like this, they make a sound. So you'll know you got drops. How cool is that? Right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, but there we go. That's pretty much it. So, wow, this is already 14 minutes long. Well, that's about it for this episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. It's very appreciated. And that's pretty much it. So, I will talk to you guys eventually when I make another video. So, see ya. Goodbye.